Hey, Tony Carosello, New Haven Independent News Break for July 17th, 2023. So today, got a few things, got the paper out, got a few little things to talk about. Okay. First off, this past weekend, friends of mine, Angie Pritchard and Tina Dillon, celebrating 10 years in business at the Painted Home in Washington. So, congrats to them. Had also a story in this week's paper how there was this flag, this military flag, that was essentially posthumously awarded to Billy Shelton, who was a New Haven native or person that lived resident from New Haven. That passed away during World War II and died in action. Anyway, there's a story in this week's paper essentially about how Billy Shelton's daughter was found to still be alive and living out in California, and the story essentially of her father and how the flag is now on its way to her. So you can check out this week's paper for that. Also, I probably mentioned this last week, but once again, congratulations to the Dos Bros Youth League baseball team for winning the championship. They had an undefeated record, essentially with all the games they played, an 18-0 record, which is pretty phenomenal. It doesn't get any better than that. So I've watched a couple of exciting games during the season and photographed them on several different occasions, and they were quite amazing. So you can check out the photos in this week's paper from that game. Also, I happened to see Gary Rice posted a picture, and I thought this was such a beautiful picture. So Gary, I'm assuming Gary shot this. And they were camping out on one of the sandbars this past week. And what a beautiful sunset, and what a nice way to sort of end the day on the sandbar. There's this little island that's in between, it's right around Berger. It's really pretty close to Berger on the river. And if you go kayaking, you stop there for lunch or whatever. But I myself have camped out here on a few different occasions, and the river's down low enough that it makes it very easy to go camping on these sandbars. So I just thought this was a fantastic shot. So kudos to Gary for getting this picture. Also, happy birthday to Greg Bailey, who celebrated his 60th birthday at Dos Bros. So Lily sent me this picture, and you can see pretty much the whole Bailey family there celebrating Greg's 60th birthday. And also, this past week, the folks from Republic Services, there's Brent, I think his name is pronounced Batliner. Anyway, so all the way to the left, and then Joey Dunlap, Joey Dunlap, and then Joel Aguirre over on the very far right. And they came to New Haven, had a meet, hosted the meet and greet meeting for anybody in town that wanted to have questions answered about different trash pickups or the different options and things. And so essentially they answered plenty of questions from me and a couple of the aldermen and Kathy Trentman, and but no one, unfortunately, no one from town showed up. But I will be doing a full, I guess, all kinds of details and tips and things leading up to the new contract, which starts August 1st, coming right up. I asked Brent and Joey if I could come to the facilities and shoot some pictures and shoot some video, and so they were very happy that I was interested in doing that. And so I know a lot of people are really skeptical about the recycling, and I've seen several articles recently about how some businesses or different news sources think of recycling as being a scam. There were different news sources that wrote up different details about the recycling, and I did question Brent, who's the in charge of all the recyclables, and he basically said, "You come out and see what we're doing, and let me show you what how much recycled material is basically recycled and also then sent back out to different businesses to turn into different products." So in the next couple of weeks, I'll have some things to show you about that. So also, let's see, we've got coming in, last week they started to work, our Public Works Department. Dave Blankenship and his crew started excavating for the new entrance to Park Drive. So if you want to see a little bit more information on this, check out this week's paper. So with that, you can see behind me here is a picture. This is at Robler. You can see it's a pretty mature vine. And you can see the winery in the lower right-hand corner right there. And so I was out there basically checking out what the grapes were looking like, and things are looking good for this year in terms of the grapes. Earlier, there was a frost problem, but it seems that the grapes have bounced back. And so as we get closer to harvest, I will have a little more information as to what kind of vintages and different wine products and things that Robler will be bringing to the table this year. Anyway, with that, I would like to thank Beth and Berger Mutual Insurance Company for sponsoring today's broadcast and allowing us to bring you the news in social media and also in print. So with that, this is Tony Carosellas signing off, New Haven Independent Newsbreak, and thanks for watching.